Well, hello and welcome. I'm Dr. JP Amonte, and thank you for joining me in this video where I'm going to show you my 3 favorite rehab exercises for the upper body. So please like, subscribe, and comment below, and you can check out other videos and information on holistic natural health at hhcare.org. Let's get to it. Now let's begin by understanding the fundamental aspects of anatomy for the upper body. You see, your upper extremities is comprised of the shoulder, the elbow, and the wrist joints, with all the muscles connecting and attaching to these bones, as well as understanding that the nerves associated with pain as well as movement and motor function all come from the neck. And so from the cervical spine, the brachial plexus nerves are the ones that connect to the muscles and the joints of your upper body. Now, when we consider proper and full holistic rehab exercises, we want to move in all 3 body planes. That means forward and back, side to side, as well as rotational movements. So simple ways you can evaluate your upper body at home is using 2 fundamental orthopedic tests. The first one is referred to as the scratch test. Now, the scratch test has 3 movements. And it's simply imagining you're scratching your back around your shoulder blade or your scapula. So the first movement is simply bringing the arm across the body over the opposite scapula. And you want to see how far your fingers can go and also notice if there's any difficulty or discomfort with these movements. The second motion is going back behind your head, trying to scratch the upper scapula, seeing how far you can bring your fingers down the back. And the third one is now coming back behind, bringing your back of the hand on the back, bringing your fingertips up. And you can assess the other arm as well. So the first motion is reaching across the opposite shoulder. And the second one is coming back behind the head, first over top. And the third one is coming underneath and bringing your fingertips up the back. And again, you're looking for any tightness, discomfort, or inability, and you can certainly measure side to side. The second orthopedic test is simply referred to as the arc test or the painful arc test, where with your arms by your side, slowly bring them up overhead so your palms can touch. And you want to see at what point along that motion there's any pain, discomfort, and if you do this in a mirror or have someone observe you, you can see at any point if you have to bend the elbow or if there's any imbalance in the posture. And this will give you a good assessment and a measuring tool as you progress in your rehab exercises. So with these rehab exercises that I'm going to show you, these are my top favorite ones for the upper body. And you can use them if you're recovering from a condition or as a great warm-up or after you do training and other exercises to just simply stretch back out and loosen up the body. Now the first one I want to show you is called wall angels. So remember when you used to make snow angels, or perhaps if you did, it's a similar concept, but first you're going to put your back up against the wall with your lower back and your upper back maintaining contact. Now from here, we want our scapula and our shoulder blades to be flat against the wall with the elbows and wrist as well. Now try to keep that wall contact through the whole motion. And so as you inhale, you're going to slowly slide the arms up the wall. And then as you exhale, sliding all the way back down. Imagine as if you're between 2 panes of glass, trying to maintain that position. Again, inhale up. Good. Exhale, slowly sliding down. Now to add in all the directions, you then bring your arms in the front of your body, keeping your elbows, forearms, wrists, and fingertips together, inhaling and drawing them up. Exhaling down, and here's the whole motion. So flat back against the wall, shoulders, elbows, and wrists. Inhale, coming up. Good, that's it. Exhale, slowly sliding down. Once your elbows are by your side, then bring them together in the front line. Inhale up. Exhale down. That's it. Now you can start off with your body against the wall, but you don't have to. You can do this motion anywhere with your back not against the wall. Imagine again as if you're between two panes of glass and trying to keep everything right in the midline. You can also do this laying on the floor is another effective way to do it. So keeping the back flat on the floor with your scapulas, same concepts with your elbows and wrists even, slowly moving up as you inhale. Slowly down, bring your elbows all the way to the side as you exhale. And this way, you're going to get all the muscles and the joints activated and loosened up in this rehab exercise. Now, the next exercise is going to be doing arm circles. Simply stand with your feet just slightly shoulder width apart and extend your arms straight out to the side. Now, you want to imagine that there's a tug of war happening, so keep that traction and tight. Now, start with your palms down, or you can also start with your palms up and begin with small circles. You want to do about 10 to 12 circles, keeping that gentle tug of war with each circle getting gradually bigger and gradually bigger, eventually moving into your full range of motion, just doing what the body can do. Then simply switch and go the other direction. So start off nice and small, keep that steady pull so you feel that tension across the shoulders and the arms, each circle getting a little bit bigger until you're moving into your full range of motion all the way around. That's it. Now, the different variations have to do with your wrist position. So when you're doing your arm circles or you have any wrist discomfort, you can start by first pressing the walls out by having your wrists up into extension and starting off with circles in this way. This is beneficial for any wrist problems such as carpal tunnel or just tension in different parts of your forearm. The other one is simply going into wrist flexion, bringing your wrist all the way down and doing circles in this way as well. So play with a different hand position. You can do palms out, palms down, flat palms up, or flat palms out. And certainly afterwards, just shake out your arms. You're going to feel a nice increase, maybe a slight burning sensation as you activate those muscles and joints of your upper body. All right, now the last rehab exercise in this series is going to be called alternating archers. Now, I really like this one because it's both going to activate, strengthen, and stretch every muscle in the upper body. And it's simply like this. You're going to slowly straighten one arm and contract all the muscles in the back of the arm. So one arm is going to go into extension. So keep your shoulders facing forward, but draw your shoulder back along with the elbow and the wrist. So in the extended position, this arm is here and you slowly and you turn and you look at the arm that's straight. Now the other arm is going to do the exact opposite. So here we're going to curl and flex the fingers, the wrist, the elbow, and the shoulder. So when you're all the way out and fully extended, it looks like you're drawing the bowstring of an archer. And then you slowly switch. So your inhalation brings you back to center and you simply switch sides. So now this arm is going to flex the fingers, the wrists, elbow, and the shoulder, bringing it right to the midline. So you want to contract all the muscles in the front. And what this does is by activating the muscles in the front of the arm, it inhibits and opens the muscles in the back of the arm and vice versa. By activating all the muscles in the back of the opposite arm, you're also opening and stretching all the muscles in the front. And you slowly turn the head and the neck to create a nice little traction and relaxation through the nerves of the neck called the brachial plexus. And your extension brings you all the way at the end of your breath. So inhale. Good. Switch the arms. Exhale right to the edge. Again, you want to keep your chest and your shoulders facing forward. Inhale to center. Exhale to the edge of the other side. Now start off nice and slow, but as you start to get warmed up and progress, then you can start to move a little bit faster, moving with your breath. But it's quality, not quantity. I recommend doing 10 to 12 movements. You can certainly do more. And remember, these rehab exercises are great for a warm-up or cool down after you train or exercise, or if you're dealing with any tightness or any conditions. You can both activate, tone, and stretch and increase your flexibility in all the muscles and joints of your upper body. Well, thank you for joining me in this video. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment below. And for more holistic health information, check out hcare.org. And remember, with any problem and any condition, that there's a physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual component. And if you can address all these, that's true holistic healing. So be well, my friends. Check out the other videos. Thank you very much.